I'd like to start by thanking everyone that I have had the tremendous opportunity to meet in my time here at Addismith. Having been here for 14 years, I've been lucky enough to have met and been affected by an incredible amount of wonderful and inspiring people. From my teachers to my friends, you've made me the person I am today, and know that whatever I do, wherever I go in the future, I will bring a part of you with me. Addismith has truly been my home away from home, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm going to continue by passing on some advice that I've drawn from my experiences here. By no means am I in a position to be giving out advice, as I'm sure I'm just as naive, confused, and wide-eyed as anyone here. But since I'm giving a speech, I'll give it a go anyway. The first piece of advice I'd like to give is to always try and be selfless. It amazes me the abundance of people we have here in the school that always go above and beyond to make the lives of others better, and we ought to take a lesson from them. However difficult it may be in the beginning, the gains you receive from being selfless far outweigh anything else. The goodwill it generates and the positivity that surrounds you because of it is something you'll never want to give up. It becomes an addiction, a very positive addiction, and ironically, it becomes a selfish act. I recently read a quote by David McCullough Jr. that so succinctly demonstrated this idea. He said, "The great and curious truth of the human experience is that selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself." So in other words, be selfish by being selfless. The next piece of advice I'd like to give is that distractions are good. The greatest passions in life are often formed from what may have begun as distractions. In year 4, I was a quiet and timid girl that thoroughly enjoyed her academics. When the opportunity of playing sport in the Felicia team presented itself, both me and my parents saw it as a bit of a distraction. But thank God I pursued it, because that distraction became one of my greatest passions. Take leaps and risks to pursue those distractions, knowing that our school has given us the best platform to take that leap from. And if you slip, know that you fall into the hands of the community here that never really leaves you. So to my fellow year 13s, and all of you in the future, go to university and be distracted by the opportunities. Take full advantage of all the distractions. And I hope that within those distractions, you find your passion. As the saying goes, choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. The last piece of advice I'd like to give is to never let anyone else define you. You are not defined by the hardships you face. You're not even defined by your best achievements. In fact, the danger of doing this is that you begin to care more about your accolades than your actual achievements. You are defined, in the end, by what you do and say when you believe no one else is watching, by how you act when you may be at your lowest, by the way you treat people every day, the way you work hard to get to that achievement, and the way you let hope and a positive attitude guide you in life. Someone once told me that people can see much better in the abstract or on paper. I believe that this couldn't be farther from the truth. Your insecurities, your quirks, and the little things you do, those are the things that make humanity great, that allow us to form meaningful relationships. It's easy to look at your grades or your university offers and believe that you have a glimpse of eternity, to have an idea in your head of exactly what your future will be like. But you're not defined by your grades or the labels you may have acquired here in school. You are not defined by any piece of paper, no matter how fancy the frame is. Nothing you have done thus far can completely determine the course of your life. So leave here believing that you have no constraints, no limits, and that your future is truly up to you. Your time is limited, so don't waste it on worrying about what you can't do. I'd like to end with a Steve Jobs quote that I believe is especially relevant to all of us that are leaving school today. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And now I'd like to introduce Gabby, Peter, Andrew, Deb, and Kieran onto the stage to perform Feeling Good.